Hi, welcome to the Sustainomics. I'm here with Mr. S.N. Rao,
Hi,
lead early career talent at Philips India.
thank you. Hi.
Thank you for taking time out to talk to
Thank
us.
you. It's good to be here.
I have two short questions for you.
Sure.
How do early careers shape up in today's context, really?
That's a beautiful question. And in fact, if I go back and see the time I started early careers, we would hire uh, looking at what the person can bring onto the table, which we still do now. But between that and now, there are a lot of things have changed. So I like the old saying which says a lot can happen between the lip and the sip. So with that being the canvas, you see, when we used to hire about 15 years back youngsters that would come in as freshers, we would just see if the guy is okay, he's got the basic thing, he's got the technology, great, let's get him in. And we would hire about 500 offers a day, right? And those were the days, 1500, 10,000 people you are hiring. You don't do that anymore. It's not just bringing in people to do the job. Now we are saying that, if the guy has a B.Tech, which was a great to hire at one point in time, today the thing is, what more does he have? So it's not just about that fundamental knowledge that you carry as a B.Tech. It's also very important that beyond that, what do you bring? So the question is, what is that beyond the degree? I'll flip that a little bit and I'll tell you. Imagine as a recruiter when you go to a college, your batch sizes are about 350, 400, and in some of them colleges, large colleges, about 2,000 people. You can't hire all of them the same degree, right? All of them have studied the same textbook, they have the same professors. So now why would you hire all of them? Can you hire all of them? You can't hire all of them. So what brings in is what we see in today's day and world. I see that I'm not even talking about the how much of AI knowledge the person has. Well, that's separate. But fundamentally, the individual to individual, if you see that, what we look at, if the person has a B.Tech degree, what's the application of the knowledge that he has? Is he able to apply that in the right way? You ask him a question today. Is he able to give you responses that say, yes, all the study that he has is now seen in the two sentences that he speaks? So, what does that mean? Break it down. Is he able to bridge a gap between his thoughts and his words? The
So apply
ability to
it
speak
practically,
clearly.
really.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to talk about your own self, right? And for them it's a very difficult task because when you want to be an engineer, you prepare from your 8th and 9th. Nobody teaches you, nobody teaches you that when you go in front of a client, how are you going to talk about, how was your day? You never taught that, but it's equally important for you to be able. And then you may have done a great project. Bingo. Explain the project.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that bit? So I think it's application of the knowledge that you have today in the right scenario with the right context is the key element today that we see. That's the first thing. The second thing, I'll keep it really short now, is that how is he as an individual, how has he developed? We all say that education must transform you, should change you. It's almost like a cliche now, everybody knows it. But what's the evidence of you being changed?
Right.
Yeah, that's very important. Imagine a scenario, we have somebody coming from the rural side of India. Has education changed the way he thinks? Has education changed the way he behaves himself? End of the day, or if you're a tech or a non-tech, you're going in front of a customer, right? You have to at some point in time. Do you know what it means to bring and build those synergies in your conversations? I think early career, you will read so much more outside today about what technology, what you have to learn, what certifications you have to learn. But for me, start strong fundamentally. Everything else will add on. It's like as simple as having the right foundation. If you have the right foundation, the building will be strong and tall. Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is also the competition that is available today, right?
Absolutely.
So you need to be one step ahead in order to get that job you want or be even hireable. So
Yeah, I think that's a dilemma,
yeah,
really. But I always say it in this way: any fish can swim along the tide. It
yeah,
takes a fish with a backbone to swim against the
the tide.
tide.
Yeah.
All right. So you have to define your eligibility yourself. The world will, at one time we used to hire 60% of the person has through and through, then we'll hire him. Today, 8.5 CGPA and 9 CGPAs, tomorrow will become 10. Who's going to be able to do that? How
Yeah.
long are you going to be able to? And look at the competition is massive. Competition is massive when you go outside. But the question is, do you have, again, fundamentally, are you resilient enough inside? Do you have the right kind of this thing to say, this is who I am, this is what I bring to the table. Yeah, I bring everything else, my education, my knowledge, my learning, my experiences on the table when I come as a total individual. But I think that bring yourself, the total transformation as an individual, and that will happen in the way you speak, the way you talk, the way you deal with problems, the way the simple things like how you deal with ambiguity.
Yeah.
The world is changing. Today it is one tech. If I throw you a name, MS-DOS, we don't use it anymore,
Yeah.
right? But those were coveted people. Today,
Right.
you want data scientists. Tomorrow, it will be something else. Whoever says that these technologies are going to remain forever, and if you can master it today, you're good tomorrow. That's a lie. Everything changes, but the fundamental is those cognitive abilities behind those technologies that you learn and teach. Those are learnable things. But what you develop within, I believe, is those cognitive things, which is who you are as an individual. You must know yourself, you must know your strength. Play to your strength. That's the key. Don't borrow feathers and fly. You have to return it someday. And that's going to be
I
massive
think
loss
that's
for you.
a fantastic line. Don't borrow feathers. Just one last
Sure.
question. What partnerships have helped Philips build a future-ready talent?
I think not just for Philips, but for a lot of companies today,
Yeah.
the key in partnership is being able to articulate what you want out of the college. See, it's a very simple thing. The colleges, the universities, their output is our input.
Right.
And if we don't talk and don't collaborate with them, we don't tell them that I want this, I don't want this. Do you have technology? I would say I've been championing this for some years now, where I keep advocating and I keep telling people, are you talking to business? For a recruiter, first let's start with a recruiter. You've got a requirement from the business. Do you ask the business, if you don't get this person, what will not be achieved?
Yeah.
Also, if you get the person, what are you going to achieve?
Yeah.
Right? So there's two sides to the coin always. And then you take that learning back to the college and say, hey, I see, we hear this word so much: industry, academia, connect, and gap. Now my question is, where did the gap come from? It's us who have created.
Yeah.
We worked in silos. I think the time now in India, as I see, because talent, we are becoming a talent force. We have one of the best talents in the world, arguably speaking. But the question is, with the times changing as we keep moving on, are we also progressing on that same space? That's very, very important. Speed, agility, ability to think through clearly, and that collaboration with universities and colleges that say, these are where we are today. And in the next 2-3 years, these are the technologies that I'm going to bring in my work area, in my space. Is the college ready? If not, go back to them and say, hey, can you include this in your curriculum?
Yeah.
Partnerships, the word partnership means it is mutually beneficial. Yeah, it's not like, for the university, I've got so many places. Where are the children placed? What's happening to their lives after that? I'm not even going to what kind of packages are offered here. Any college you talk to, they always tell you this is what it is. But you ask them how many people placed it there, 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
The mass of the people is not. I think there's a lot of potential there, and I think we have to be very focused. We have to look at where the global trends, where is it going today, what are the next big things that are coming in. And everybody in every college that you go and see today, generative AI, AI. And I always question this in humor, and I say, how many of you have actually got grip of what is AI really all about?
Yeah.
Yeah, AI, that's one. Two, what have you done to master yourself in AI? And I must say this as a recruiter, a lot of people keep asking this, and having been in hiding for the last 20 odd years, they say, will AI get our jobs? Are we going to lose our jobs because it is AI? And my question is very simple. No, AI will not take your job. But if you don't learn to coexist with AI, then your job
will
is
lose
gone.
your own job, I think.
You will lose your job for sure. So
Yeah.
that adaptation is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For a student, for an organization, with a college, connect, collaborate, and then consolidate whatever learnings you have.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And on that note, thank you for your time.
You're
It's been
welcome.
lovely talking.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.